Hi, I'm the Beauty Professor, and you can find my beauty blog at www.beautyprofessor.net. Today I'm just going to be doing a quick review of the Serge Lutens Teint powder. It's a foundation slash finishing powder, and I'm wearing it in 040, which is a great yellow-based beige for NC 25-ish skin. I'm at about an NC 23 right now, and I can get away with it, but I think I'll also be able to wear this through summer. It's pigmented, but it's not so opaque that it can't translate onto skin tone that has variation. I'm trying this video today on my iPhone to see if that makes a difference in clarity when I upload to YouTube. So it may feel a little different. I know it feels different for me, but I'm giving it a go. So first thing about this powder, it is expensive, and it's sold in two parts. One would be the powder itself, which is this size right here. It's not huge. And then the other part would be the compact, which in this case is a very slick, thin, beautifully hinged compact. It's sturdy, and it has a very generous mirror that I do believe has a little bit of magnification. Oh, that's weird. A little bit of magnification, so it makes application a breeze when you're retouching throughout the day. I like how completely tight it closes, and it is $80 for the compact and $80 for the powder, and that is a tough pill to swallow. I did save up my money for this as an investment, and I will say that I've been using it consistently ever since February. So it's been a few months now, and I do really love it. In terms of coverage, I'll just swatch a little bit on my wrist for you here. It is, I hope this picks up nicely. It is, as I've said, a yellow-based beige, the 040, and there are many shades. I haven't had a chance to swatch the entire shade spectrum yet, but I intend to do that as soon as I can get down to Barney's in LA and make that happen. But it is opaque enough to give you a very finished look over a foundation. Today I'm wearing it over a Kanebo Sensai cream foundation that I'm trying for the first time in natural beige, which is probably at about an NC 25, maybe more of just an N25. It's a neutral shade. And so what I do is I just brush it on. I can either use the powder sponge that comes with it, and sometimes I do that for touch-ups just like this on my nose, maybe a little bit under my eyes. But otherwise, I love my Hourglass retractable foundation brush, which I'll grab. It looks like this, and I use it certainly with my Hourglass powders, but I've been using this for a really long time. I have multiple ones stashed throughout my house and my bags, and it looks like this. I like it because you can keep the powder brush part completely covered, and that makes for a more sanitary experience when you use it. So it just goes like this. And what I'll do is I'll just take this out and get a little bit on my brush and then brush it. I like stippling it in like this. I feel like that just keeps the other makeup that I'm wearing from getting disturbed. Let me get close. You get a sense of what's going on here. And so this makes for a perfect touch-up powder because it gives a little pigment, takes away some shine, and lasts for a few hours, which I love. I have tried wearing this on its own as a foundation, and I will say that maybe over a great primer. In my case, I will unequivocally always be using the Le Métier de Beauté Peau Vierge in number 2, and so I've tried Peau Vierge plus a healthy dosage of this all over the face, and while I wouldn't say it gives even a full-blown medium coverage, I would say it's a light to buildable to medium coverage, and it might be nice for a day where you're looking to have a minimal makeup look. All right, so the question that I get all the time with this powder, and it's because I've been using it for a few months but haven't done a proper review just devoted solely to this, is this powder worth it? Well, I suppose anything that's over $100 is certainly a personal, a very subjective decision, and I always encourage myself as well as my readers and subscribers to buy things you can afford. Don't spend outside of your means. That's just a wise way of living. In my case, I was able to purchase this. It was worth it for me. It's different than the other powders that I use in terms of finish, which I would say is kind of a glowy yet matte finish that once it's properly buffed into the skin is imperceptible to the eye. It doesn't give an overtly powdery finish, and I do appreciate that. It also keeps oil at bay. Great. And it does, once you've used it as a touch-up powder, it does make you look fresher than you did before. So that's an equally important tenet of this powder. So is it worth it? If you can afford it and you've tried a host of powders and you're looking for the one, then yes, I suggest it. Is it something that perhaps should be saved up for and purchased on a special day, like a birthday or an anniversary? Yes, absolutely. In fact, that might help to justify its exorbitant price. But in terms of being a quality powder and compact, it is definitely those things. And so I recommend it based on that alone. But I always encourage my, like I said, readers and subscribers to spend with discretion, because this isn't a limited edition product. It will always be there, at least for the time being. It's been around on the market for years. So buy it if you're interested and if you can afford it and if you're looking for an unprecedented experience with powder. So that is my brief review of the Serge Lutens Teint foundation powder in 040. I welcome your questions and your comments. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on this video. And as always, please don't hesitate to visit me on my beauty blog, Beauty Professor, which can be found at www.beautyprofessor.net. Take care.